Yeah. Nope, nope. Tell me something good. Tell me that you like it, yeah. Tell me something good. Tell me that you love me, yeah. Mm-mm. I'm gonna tune my guitar. Yep. That's a tunish. Yep. That's a little flat. Always the G string. Okay. do this thing. How is everybody doing? How is your Sunday going, folks? Mine is filled with all the usual things, with adjudicating disputes between my 4-year-old and my 6-year-old, and changing diapers for my 8.5-month-old. Yeah. It's getting kind of late in the year, isn't it? For the longest time, this was the time of year when I would be gearing up to do a run of my holiday concert with a story, Striking 12, with my bandmates and Groove Lily. And those days are over. And I'm so glad to see you, Jody. Jody wrote in, woohoo, better now that there's live music. Well, I feel the same way. It feels just one of the things that I've discovered in this process of becoming a music teacher after being a songwriter and wannabe rock star for so long is that just the act of making music makes us feel good. It really feels good to sing. Even if you're really bad at it, it feels good to play a chord and kind of match your voice with it. It just feels kind of good to just get things in tune. Like physically you feel it in your body and it's awesome. And the more I make music, generally the happier I am. And the less I make music, the grumpier I am. I'm going to start with a pandemic song called Every Day. This song features the world famous 4 chords, namely, I'm going to get dinged because I'm playing copyrighted material, but yeah. So we got the 1, and then the 5, and this minor 6 to the 4. Like, it just, everybody uses these chords. Taylor Swift uses these chords on every song. I'm using them in most of the songs I'm playing today. They're just incredibly useful in the history of Western music. And this song is called Every Day. Every day, every day, every day I'm just getting started. Every day I'm standing upright and I'm looking around to see what's what. Every day, every day, every day I'm just getting started. Every day I'm putting my brave face on as I ignore the butterflies in my gut. Every day I'm pulling a rabbit out of a hat for my dependence. Every day I'm walking a tightrope between mud pies and transcendence. Every day I lean in and push that mountain another half an inch and wonder if we're all ever gonna be okay. That's what I'm doing every day. Every day, every day, every day I am just getting started. Every day that's what I tell myself, and I believe it now and then. Every day, oh every day I'm just getting started. Every day I roll my creaky bones all up and out of bed, and I get up and at 'em once again. Every day I'm finding that every day feels the same as the day before. Every day the whole world is on fire and I'm putting these wet blankets under the door. Every day I'm hanging on and getting by and running out of hopeful, helpful things to say. That's what I'm doing every day. Every day the world is ending. Every day the apocalypse is pending. Every day the sky is falling. Every day the Grim Reaper's robo-calling. Every day I get up and decide that just one more day I'll see it through. Every day I choose this life, and I choose you. choose you. Every day I'm putting my brave face on these hang on the butterflies in my gut. Every day I'm pulling a rabbit out of a half of my dependence. Yeah, there's some lyric soup at the end there. So, 4 chords, lots of rock and roll, and choosing to continue to do it every single day. I am finding these days that there's a lot more joy and contentment than there was 8 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago at the beginning of the pandemic. I don't know, man. Oh, you need more volume. I'll turn it up a little bit. I'm a little worried of cranking it too high. I don't want to distort. Thank you, Hilmi, though. I will turn it up a little bit. Hey, yeah. I just don't want to distort and overdo it. Hilmi, would you let me know if that's better? Just type something in. Let me know if that's a little better. That's like 5 dB more. Awesome. Great. Super duper. Thank you so much for helping me with my public sound check, you guys. I am going to do some Christmas songs, but I'm going to be very, very selective about them. I'm also going to do another live stream. I'm one live stream behind, so I'm going to do another one the day after Christmas on Monday, the 26th of December, and do sort of a holiday mop-up live stream for anybody who wants to be a part of that. I want to show you guys something. So, right here. This is a beautiful, like 3D piece of art made by my friend Meg. And it says, Autocatical Restaurant, live music, Brendan Milburn. It's like this cool painting, which is going to be the album cover of the album that I was going to release right around my 50th birthday. I don't know, when you have so many small people running around with all their needs, things take longer to do than you expect that they will. And also, I did a collection of... It was distorting a bit. Thank you, Mose. I will take it down a couple. Thank you. Taking it back. Keep me posted as we go. I made a compilation of all my favorite songs of everything that I had done in my Brendan is Making a Song a Week project. And I listened through the whole thing, and there's lots of cool stuff in there, but it just kind of made me sad because there's been a lot of struggle since I moved up here to Seattle. And I don't want to put out an album with such a delightful cover, which is just full of struggle. So I've been putting together a playlist of songs that have learning and hope and positivity in them. And my hope is to re-record some stuff and try to get it all tarted up, but not too tarted up because I'm a pretty sloppy guy, and put out an album of hopeful stuff that makes people feel better and call that Autocatical Restaurant. So I'm trying out a bunch of those songs in a row here. This one is called Yeah, That Thing. Town, and that suit of armor has been weighing you down more and more with each passing year. The stings and arrows are beginning to strafe, and that suit of armor sure ain't keeping you safe. And that suit of armor's really starting to chafe, and it doesn't let you hide from your fear, and your fear and your tears will flow, and the years will show that it's time to break out and move on, 'cause you know Yeah, that thing. Yeah, that thing you're doing. Yeah, that thing that you've been doing, baby, that's not gonna work. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, that thing you're doing. Yeah, that thing that you've been doing, baby, that's not gonna work. You build your arm around a playing pretend. That suit of armor was a means to an end. And now that armor is no longer your friend, when you're trying real hard to be real, yeah. That suit of armor doesn't help you perform. And that suit of armor ain't much good in a storm. And that suit of armor sure ain't keeping you warm. And it sure isn't helping you heal. You can conceal your wounds. Try not to feel your wounds. But to heal your wounds, you got to give them some air, let them out in the sun. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, that thing you're doing. Yeah, that thing that you've been doing, baby, that's not gonna work. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, that thing you're doing. Yeah, that thing that you've been doing, baby, that's not gonna work. You're not a knight in shining armor, and you never were. You're not a damsel in distress of love that can't be sure. You don't need no clown suit, you don't need that bustier. You don't need to look like Cary Grant or Doris Day to get into this party. You don't need to have a costume like Calamity Jane or old Farmer John. No, you are worthy as you are. You are worthy as you are. You are worthy as you are. You don't need that armor on. Thing you're doing, yeah, that thing that you've been doing, baby, that's not gonna work. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, that thing you're doing. Yeah, that thing that you've been doing, baby, that's not gonna work. Yeah, that. That's fun to do solo, man. The original demo that I made several years ago has the whole kitchen sink, organ, horns, fake, everything's fake, but it's pretty fun sounding fake stuff. And man, it is fun to do the raw, naked version of that. Thank you, Bob Gale. I'm glad you love the soul vibe. Then thank you, Sean Cosner. Thank you, Hilmy. Thank you, Crab Donkey. Thank you, Kevin Stanford. This is really lovely, you guys. I'm really glad you guys are here. So it's December. I'm going to do a song that I never do live solo, but it's good. It's very appropriate for the moment. We've had quite a bit of snow here in Seattle since late November, and it's been quite lovely. And it hasn't gotten to that place where it's all slush and gross and everybody hates it yet. I don't think it's worn out its welcome. We had a little bit. It was very nice. Now it's gone. Probably come back, I hope. This is from our show Striking 12, the one that sort of put us on the map in terms of being a rock band that did musical theater. It's called Snow Song. Snowflakes fall like velvet from iron-colored skies. Somehow I can't help it. I feel my spirits rise. Street lamps aglow. stone branches glisten like diamonds over me, frozen in position, a silent symphony. Sidewalks white and clean, perfect and pristine, it's coming down. It's coming down, and all my blues disappear. And this old town is young again. Roll back the years, because the world looks like new, or at least that's the view from here. It's cold here by the river, but I don't feel it much. The moon's a silver sliver, close enough to touch. Storm clouds drift away, a star comes out to play, and it's coming down. It's coming down. It's coming down. So for those of you who are new to the party, that's kind of a central song in this show, Striking 12, which is this concert with a story which sort of launched us as people who make theater and are also in a rock band. And it is a retelling of The Little Match Girl by Hans Christian Andersen, but it's also a different story in modern day about a grumpy dude who doesn't want to be working late on New Year's Eve and doesn't want to talk to anybody and hates the universe and is going home to his apartment to be alone when he gets accosted by a woman who sells holiday light bulbs on a string that combat seasonal affective disorder, which he is clearly suffering from. Yeah, I know, right, Sean? Sean Causer, who is attending this afternoon, was the lighting designer for the original version of this exactly, good God, 20 years ago. 2002 in Philadelphia at the Prince Music Theater. So, I would sing the Grumpy Guy song. I'm going to sing a different Grumpy Guy song because thank you for the request, Kevin. I'm going to do one that I actually got a request for on Patreon. This is that grumpy dude who doesn't want to admit that he has seasonal affective disorder. And this one is called Last Day of the Year. Late for work, now I'm working late. The boss said, please, I gotta please the boss. So I phoned the man, I gotta man those phones. I gotta check those facts, I gotta fax those checks. And I've got to fix that printer, it'll be another late night. I will get through this winter without a ray of daylight. I volunteered to stay late, no need to deny it. Time and a half my pay rate, and peace and quiet on the last day of the year. go down the stairs. Please stand clear of the closing doors. Please stand clear of the closing doors. And strangers are talking to strangers. Where did all these people slink from? And bubbling like champagne, they're on their way to drink some on the last day of the year. On the last day of the year. Look how fast this year's gone by. Spring has somehow slipped away. Barely saw the summer sky. Autumn seems like yesterday. I never read those top 10 books. Never took that trip to France. Did nothing to improve my looks. I never learned to salsa dance. Didn't be all I could be. Didn't see all I could see. Didn't call a Mother's Day. I cannot wash my sins away. And I would not dwell on the past. Time would not go by so fast. I can't believe already it's the last day of the year. Step it up, go up the steps. There is a sidewalk push, and I'm pushed aside. I gotta keep my grip, I gotta grip my keys while I head for home on my head. What are you gonna do when you get here? What are you gonna do when you get here? A bucket of fish. Yeah, man. Wow, it's just so nice to spend a few minutes with you guys before I have to do a full Sunday slate of lessons. It's so nice of you to show up. Thank you for spending some of your time with me. I will tie no tie. You know what? I like that song better too. It's more songy. I think it does a different. Kevin Stanford is referring to a song called Resolution, which is like after he gets home and he's listening to the messages on his answering machine, which nobody has an answering machine anymore. But this is a theatrical device that is old and hoary and has existed since the beginning of the introduction of the answering machine into humankind. And we needed a way to show how this grumpy dude is not participating in anything. And I particularly like the way that the answering machine song Resolution came out. But I'm not going to do it for you today because I don't have answering machine messages ready to play. I do have this. Okay. All right. So here is... You know what? I don't think you need to look at the piano while I'm playing guitar, do you? No, you don't. Oh, no. Okay. More view of the crazy, cluttered teaching studio. This one seems to have become sort of a hit. Insofar as I've done any promotion whatsoever or let people know about my music, this one seems to have resonated with a lot of people. It seems that... we all go through good times, we all go through bad times, and the harder ones are the ones that I think we need to lean on others the most for and remember that we're not the only person that has felt those feelings before. And with that in mind, this song is called Days in Between. Day's gonna come when you don't feel shitty anymore. But that day's not here yet. That day's not here yet. A day's gonna come when you're not wiping yourself off that floor. That day's not here yet. that day's not here yet. And when that day arrives, it will be glorious. The world will, excuse me. There will be angels singing and a big brass band and a llama on a trampoline. Yeah, when that day arrives, it will be glorious. But today is not that day. Today is one of those days in between. I can play this instrument a little bit. All right, here we go. Today is gonna come when you don't have to kick your own ass. But that day is not here yet. That day is not here yet. A day is gonna come when you're not all alack and alas. That day is not here yet. That day is not here yet. And when that day arrives, it will be marvelous. There will be cake and bocce ball and a big orange slushy machine. Yeah, when that day arrives, it will be marvelous. But today is not that day. Today is one of those days in between. Well, you just hang the fuck on, my friend. Oh, I should mention that there's some dirty words in this one. Sorry about that. This less than perfect day ain't the end. If you can just get your ass out of bed, comb the thinning hair on your head, and put one foot in front of the other instead, you'll see. You'll see. A day is gonna come when you wake up and everything's fine. But that day's not here yet. That day's not here yet. A day is gonna come when you'll smile and relax and unwind. But that day's not here yet. That day's not here yet. And when that day arrives, you will be better off. The world will not look poopy brown or moldy puke, it's split pea green. Yeah, when that day arrives, you will be better off. But today is not that day. No, in order to get to that day, you've got to live through all these days in between. In between. Yes, I totally need a swear jar, Kevin Stanford. Thank you so much. Orange slushy machines. When my former partner Valerie and I got married for the second time at a party in San Francisco, my mom took it upon herself to make the party awesome and rented an orange slushy machine. And I freaking loved that thing. We put vodka in the orange slushy machine, which was very nice. But who doesn't want an orange slushy machine at their party, right? I mean, holy moly. Anyway, I am going to keep moving forward here because we got like a half an hour left and I want to play some more songs. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Hilmy. I'm really glad you liked that. I haven't ever played this one on piano before. I'm going to just trying some stuff out, but seeing what it feels like to feel all these songs in a row. Thank you for being my guinea pigs on this little process here. Here's one of my favorites from the whole process of making a bazillion songs and trying to put them out every week. Before you came along, let me give you some piano here. Before you came along, I was riding low in the water. I was dipping in the drink much more than I had in the summer. 'Cause strong. We didn't have you yet, my daughter, and I couldn't view the world as anything but one big cruel fat bummer. And then the last thing that we need, we said, is to go round again and breed. We said, we got 2 kids, sometimes 3, we said, and to have more would be wrong. If we had met when we were young, we said, we'd have had a lot more fun. We said, but we've done it and we're done. We said, before you came along. Before you came along, we were cash-strapped, scraping the barrel. We had no room at the inn, and we had not much room for error, because hope was moving on, and faith was cowering in peril, and joy was out replaced by doubt, while jaded scorn reigned in terror. But then your mom peed upon a stick, my friend, it was like a magic trick, 'cause then we didn't feel so sad or sick, my friend. We felt like no one could do us wrong. We're still gainfully employed. We said, it's a girl or it's a boy. We said, we were both surprised by joy. We said, before you came along. And I know that I couldn't stop thinking that you were going to be a girl. And you'll have to forgive me, I'm kind of old-fashioned and kind of set in my ways. All we knew was you were coming, and you were going to have some plumbing, and you were going to decide your pronouns on one of those far-off future days. And then before you came along, right when the spring was rounding the corner, then you flew right in like an out, like a hummingbird through an open window. You were here, then you were gone, right as the weather began to get warmer. And we sat on the porch and cried and talked of who you might have been, though. We had just a little while with you, but each day I find a smile or two, and my short fuse blue grew a mile or two since I heard your short, sweet song. Now my brain is all abuzz, my girl, and the world looks bright because, my girl, I'm a better man than I was, my girl, before you came along. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Sorry. Short version. We had an unexpected pregnancy during the pandemic. A lot of people did, apparently, and it didn't last. But we got so excited and got so it just changed our outlook on everything. And I never knew the gender of that person. They were gone very, very quickly, but I assumed it would be a girl. And then we never put the goalie back in front of the goal, and a little more than a year after that, we had a baby girl, and her name is Twyla, and she is now 8.5 months old. So I think we really wanted to have another kid. But I did not expect to be quite so filled with emotion from that. Thank you, you guys. I really, I know, peed upon a stick. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, you gotta take these things and find a way to laugh about them, because it's very messy and filled with lots and lots of liquid of various different kinds. All right. I got time for a few more. Thank you, Hilmy. I'm so glad you liked that song, buddy. In the first year of the pandemic, I just had such an overabundance of these songs about, oh my God, this sucks. How do we get through it? And it felt like there were too many of them. But I went back and listened to this one while I was picking Rory up from his outdoor preschool the other day, and realized, yeah, this one needs a little more love. This one needs a little more attention.
Incidentally, it's also in the key of. It's got the same freaking chords as Don't Stop Believin'. And
We are never, ever, ever getting back together.
like they're all the same song. They're all the same song. But we, it's what pop music wants us to reach for. It's what we reach for. It's what I have in my sort of dictionary of chord progressions where I think, oh, I need a chord progression that feels like we're never going to get back together. That's what it sounds like to me from having heard songs like that for so long. Here's a song called Steady On. Some of the lyrics don't matter anymore because Trump is no longer president, but
stormy seas you're sailing, steady on. Though your leaky boat needs bailing, steady on. Though you're feeling like you're failing and your get up and go is gone, steady on. Steady on. You don't know how you're gonna swing it, steady on. You need a map but you didn't bring it, steady on. Yeah, you are gonna have to wing it through the dark until the dawn. Steady on. Steady on. Steady on. Steady on. Steady on. Up the creek without a paddle, steady on. Horse without a saddle, steady on. In the middle of the battle with your rubber chicken drawn, steady on. Steady on. Are you feeling pessimistic? Steady on. Is your leader narcissistic? Steady on. Do you feel like a statistic, like a patsy, like a pawn? Steady on. Steady on. It's a long dark night lashed to the wheel, trying to hold it all together. It's a long dark night and a long ordeal in a lot of nasty weather. It's on this long dark night, keep an even keel. If you can't see the stars or your hands on the wheel, then just listen to the rain and the wind and deal, my friend. The sun is gonna come up again. I see your quotes. I got you, Kevin. Oh no, Karen Griffiths, right. Yeah, 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 you can, I certainly do repeat myself, Karen Griffiths, quite a bit. Though it's stormy seas, you're sailing, steady on. Though your leaky boat needs bailing, steady on. Though you're feeling like you're failing and your get up and go is gone, steady on, steady on. Steady on. Yeah, you guys. Oh my gosh. Comfort music. You know, it totally is Kevin Stanford. It is themes, motifs, and comfort music. I am definitely reaching for the chord progressions that make me happy. And I think probably in times of great stress or worry, I am wanting to sing and feel myself singing along with chords that like deliver that hit of comfort. I think you're dead on there. Anyway,
I see that there's a request for Screwed Up People Make Great Art. Let me see if I can put that together real quick. Hang on just a sec. Hi, Leslie. I'm glad you're here. Let me see what I can do. I am pulling this one out of my bouteille. Yes. Okay, here we go. I have to look up my own lyrics on the internet, which is kind of normal. Let's see what happens. Never done this song before, but this is gonna be really fun. Never played it by myself before. He grew up poor, just a shoemaker's son, a lanky kid who had a really big nose. Insecure, immature, he was often found dressing up in girly clothes. His father died and his mother explained that the Ice Maiden took him away. That little lie made him cry, even nightmares, and it haunted him till his dying day. What a shock. Yeah, it wound him up inside just like a cuckoo clock. Yeah, going tick, tick, tock, because screwed up people make great art. Well, come on, Brendan, here we go. Shoot right from their screwed up heart. Screwed up people bare their souls, and that's not always smart. I have to tell you, there's a lot of there is a lot of muscle memory here, man. Having played this song pretty much every year from like 2002 to 2013. Oh my God. It's amazing. Here comes the second verse about Hans Christian Andersen. Now our man Hans had a heart full of love, but his feelings weren't always returned. He was odd and a clod, he'd make overtures and always end up getting burned. He was afraid of church's fire and dark, some disaster would be sure to arrive. Now our bizarre superstar couldn't sleep cause he worried he'd be buried alive. So insane. So he wrote a lot of fairy tales to ease the pain. All that crazy Dane, because screwed up people make great art. From the fruit of heart, screwed up people send us postcards from a world apart. Break for dialogue. Come on, go forward. Show me those lyrics again. He created a fantasy world and he got him some great reviews. Supernatural stories of snowmen and mermaids and magic shoes. But when his characters get what they want, there is often a rude surprise. Because Hans Christian Andersen looked at the world through really screwed up eyes. Never married and he never had kids, so his stories were his legacy. Emperor dude in the nude and a princess who was kept awake all night by a pea. On and on. Yeah, turning all those ugly ducklings into swans. Oh, that crazy Hans, because screw up people make great art. God gave them a running start. For example, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. heart. Like Pablo Picasso and Virginia Woolf. Don't forget Vincent van Gogh. And screwed up people make great art. But you know, as it happens, Yanni is completely well adjusted. Oh my God, that's so fun. Thank you, Bob Gale. I'm glad that you like it. We worked our butts off on that one. We needed a way to tie in the story of Hans Christian Andersen and how he wrote this really horrendously awful 7-paragraph long fairy tale about a girl who freezes to death in the snow. Like, who would do that? And why would they think that that would be a good thing for kids to enjoy? So, yeah, we needed to get to the bottom of that, and we wrote that song. I'm glad you dig it. And Kanye West, the lyric needs to be Kanye West now. You're exactly right, Mose Milburn. Kanye West is completely well adjusted, so that's great. I have about 15 minutes left, and I am going to do a couple more. I'm so gratified that you've chosen to spend some of your time on your Sunday with me. The idea is I'm doing this once a month, at least to get started. I missed November because life got complicated, so I'm doing 2 in the month of December. If this is the thing you like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Join my Patreon if you want to hear my songs as they come out. At least more reliably than I post them to YouTube. Sorry about that, Mose. I'm going to do a couple more for you. We are getting close to the end of the year. And I just had occasion to revisit this one, and I like it a lot. I wrote it when I first moved to Seattle in 2016. I couldn't keep doing the work that I'd been doing when I lived in Los Angeles, so I had to find other ways to make a living, and I drove for Uber for a while, which is a great way to get to know your way around a new town. So I got very comfortable with the roads in the days before the viaduct went down, before it became the tunnel. And I was getting close to the end of 2016 and thinking about what the year had been like and what a momentous time it had all been. And this one just kind of spilled out. It's called Time Gone By. And as the year draws to a close, we demarcate the time gone by with bubbly wine and party clothes and fireworks up in the sky. And it's so easy to give way and let nostalgia shamble in and take a seat behind your old top desk and point out all that might have been and highlight mistakes that you have made and memories that'll make you cry. The best of plans from which you strayed, the golden chance you let slip by. But the time gone by is gone. It's not for you to ruminate upon. Tomorrow the sun will rise and bring the dawn, and you keep going on. The time gone by is gone. We'll drink a cup of kindness, yet a cup of coffee when we wake. Let's bid goodbye to all regret. Let's close the door on all heartache. Let old acquaintances be acquitted of misdemeanors they committed. Let all the water underneath this bridge wash away the stains of any crime. Let's take a breath, hope for the best. Let's keep close watch on that cuckoo's nest and make one resolution to do better next time.
time gone by is gone. It's not for you to ruminate upon. Tomorrow the sun will rise and bring the dawn, and you keep going on. The time gone by is gone. Yeah. I like that one a lot. I like that one a lot. David Lair, you're building a new desk chair for your... That's awesome. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for popping in, David. It's great to see you. It's great to see you all. I think I'm going to do, barring any unforeseen, exciting requests that demand to be done, I'm going to do one more song for you, which I think is going to close out this album. There it is. There's the cover again with its 3D awesomeness. And I wish I could make a 3D one to actually distribute out there in the world. But at some point, this album will get finished, and I think this will be on it. I got to remember what key I do this in. One of the problems of being me is you can never remember what key anything is in. It's just weird. It's like that. What are you going to do? Anyway. This one is called Give More. Sort of think of this one as like instruction manual to me for the second half of my life. Had a buddy, let him stay on my couch, and I nursed him through his divorce when he was so damn low down he couldn't seem to see his way back up. I let him talk and talk about his sorrow, give him a shoulder to cry on, secret thinking I was filling the favor bank and he would pay back up. Yeah, I thought I would be collecting interest and he would pay a dividend. And lo and behold, when my own marriage came to its bitter end, well, he went and sided with my ex and became my new ex-friend. And I was so angry that I'd wasted all this precious time. Too angry to see he'd committed no crime. Give more, want less. Send love and kindness out into the world with no return address. Don't keep a tally of your transactions. You know you're not supposed to be keeping score. There is no favor bank, no record of deposits made. You just got to give more. Big idea, this very, very big idea, an idea so big I could not possibly get the whole thing done all alone. I brought my big idea to a big idea producer who got the rights and all the requisite parties all there on the party line on the phone. The producer said my very big idea was very brilliant. Then he said, I'm having trouble raising all of the last few million. Now I'm gonna have to kick you off the team, kid, but hey kid, you're resilient. Yeah, go get more famous and successful, then don't call us, we'll call you. Well, what's a boy like me to do? Give more, want less. Send love and kindness out into the world with no return address. It may cut you to the quick sometimes or shock you to your tender little core. When you've been tested and found wanting, but you'll be found wanting less if you give more. Oh, well, you want the things you want. Yeah, you really, really want the things you want. And it can be tough to want the things you want and not get them. Other people flaunt the things you want, like they want to taunt you with the things you want. And you know the things you want can haunt you if you let them. And if you want them to too much, you start to reek of desperation. They can smell it from the moment that you saunter through the door. But the thing that takes the stench away, the thing that's your salvation, well, it's not perfume or aftershave. No, all you really got to do is give more, want less. Send love and kindness out into the world with no return address. It's a paradox, it's difficult, but it turns out that it's what you are here for. You'll never get the things you want until you learn to want them less and give more, want less. Send love and kindness out into the world with no return address. It's a paradox, it's difficult, but it turns out that it's what you are here for. You'll never get the things you want until you learn to want them less and give more.
Yeah, you guys. I'm so glad you sing that as a pick-me-up, Kevin. That makes me very happy. You guys, it's such a pleasure. If anybody wants to come and hang out again for an hour, same time, same bat channel, probably the same stream key, same YouTube, same everything, I'm going to be here again on Monday, the 26th of December, the day after Christmas, with some post-holiday cheer for you. This right now, this thing that I'm doing right here with you guys, this is about the sum total of everything I'm able to do in terms of making new music, because back when I was a teacher at School of Rock, there was this wonderful thing. I was making a little bit less money per lesson, but when students didn't show up, if there wasn't any garbage to take out or dishes to wash or anything, I had 45 minutes of free time to write and record music. And I was getting paid for that time. It was amazing. And now, if a student can't show up, I have to go in and help with the kids. I just do. It's like this moral imperative. And I'm also teaching fewer days than I was before. I'm now just teaching 3 afternoons. I have a couple of openings coming up. So if anybody wants to do a songwriting lesson or a guitar lesson, I'm actually a good guitar teacher, believe it or not, or a piano lesson, just reach out, let me know, because I'm a music teacher now. It's what I do, and I really like it. I have a few openings. A few people are dropping out. Mostly I really love playing and singing music, and I love getting to do it for you. So I'm very grateful that you are here with me right now. Thank you. Same time on December 26th. That's right, Alice G. Noon Pacific time. And I'll see your awesome selves. I'll see your awesome selves later. Be well, everybody.